Alright, so I'm pick up where I left off in the world, not class, quest for paradise in the Temple of Space area. So I'm over here because the next one is by a waypoint and I didn't want to trigger it, so I'm going to warp there real quick. Istora! You're here too! That's right. Kalkaris said that you stepped in at the Mahava chamber. I suspect everything will fall into place from here on out. Hee that's too honesty from you. That's a weird way of saying that. Buster. Paimon's blushing already. Zitland, have you found what you've lost this time? I have. Speaking of which, I'm here for my own reasons, too. That's true. Since you came up here, you've done nothing but run around on my account. I don't understand what the Watcher of Nothingness was saying, but I can tell that there's something in this place that matters to you. Traveler's been a massive help to hold up my end of the bargain. Do tell me, what is it that you need? You tell Astora and Zitland about your experiences and what Nihilita has said. You ask if there are traces of your sister here. The story you speak of, it's simply incredible. If this were back in my academy days, I would have mulled over it for at least half a day before giving you an answer, just to prove I was taking you seriously. It's true that I've been here longer than anyone else, and I have witnessed all that has transpired. Unfortunately, the highest point of the temple, the Atrium of Suchness, is where the gods and watchers dwell. It's said that certain hidden truths are kept within its walls, but hardly anyone is brave enough to set foot up there. Are you saying it's so high that even the most fearless would get scared? Only those who choose to abandon all their memories are permitted to enter that hall. To seek an audience with the master of the temple is to seek answers and closure. It follows, then, that all memories that one gathers here shall be wiped away. One must construct the path to the heavens with their own memories and wisdom. Only then can they encounter the sacred of beyond. But memories aren't even solid. How are we supposed to build a path to the heavens with them? Such is the nature of this place. The divine power of the gods can weave emptiness and reality into one another. Here, mere vacuum is not perceived as nothingness. In the eyes of that being, it is a state that can be filled in the space of a single thought. Only a nothingness where even meaning does not exist. Only that is a place beyond the reach of the gods. And I suspect that the path to the heavens should be similar to the half-real, half-illusionary scenes that you saw in the library. I'm just a coward at heart, after all. I never dared to make the climb. I simply don't have the courage to cast aside my responsibilities. I am one who lived to witness what came before, and who continues to learn of what follows from those who came after. I am but a vessel for my precious memories. Even if there is no hope of their ever returning to the surface, every lost civilization will live on in my memory. Are gods really that horrid? To design such a cruel choice for someone to make? Some gods are good, others are bad. Take the one who kidnapped Traveler's sister, for instance. Totally bad. Perhaps it's the opposite. The god who designed the path to the heavens was not the mistress of the temple. You see, if you intend to leave this place, you simply cannot take its history, secrets, or knowledge with you. The way I see it, the description of using your memories to construct the path to the heavens is too emotionally charged. Your memories are supposed to be wiped the moment you return to the mortal realm, but before that happens, people here have the right to look back upon all they have ever been, all they have ever owned, and the path that results from both. Hold on, let's see if Paimon got all that. It's like we've made a rule that says you can read a book, but you have to chuck it into a fire the second you're done. But just it all burns to a crisp, you find out the book has an epilogue and an afterword where you get to look back at all the best parts. And then, in the end, nothing's left of the story. Only the feelings and impressions stay with you. Spot on, a perfect read. You've got a real knack for analogies. Reminds me of one of my students, in fact. He went to Delphi Pytho. I have no idea what it's called now, or if he survived the war. His name was Abrix, and while I've asked many people, no one has ever found his name in historical records. I went off on a tangent. Anyway, yeah, you've said all that, but how do we get up there? Traveler's memories are too important to forget. And as for Paimon, well, she hasn't clashed so hard with Traveler as to need a total reset. You don't have to worry. Once we've rescued everyone, I'll help you with this. Actually, I figured how the path to the heavens works. The seat of the gods has been left empty, so the rules have begun to falter. As such, a section of the Quarter of Nothingness's previous path to the heavens was preserved. Melanta's fury destroyed half of it, but the remaining half, the stairway to heaven, is still vaguely visible. This means that the stairway can be used by others. We just have to make it whole again. Wait, do you mean... Don't get the wrong idea. As I've said before, I am a coward burdened with too much memory, yet too scared to even die. Istora. Okay. Let's continue. Oh wait, did I make a progress thingy? I did already. Like right into there. Alright, let's go. We're going back to here. Oh look, an achievement. Istora, we've basically freed all 3 areas. Most of the people are safe now, too. And we even found everything Zitland lost. Oh, thank you very much. I have to say, Nihilita's got quite the eye for people now that he's opened it. Alright, your turn now. You mentioned a way to go up above before, and a price to go with it. Bring it on. Paimon's not scared of a couple adventures or a bit of Mora. Oh, and what about Zitland? How are we supposed to send her back now that she's done here? I can explain all of that, but you should rest first. I'll go through everything in detail tomorrow. Okay, but there's no bed here, or food. Such desires cease here. Think about it. You've been here all this time, but you are neither hungry nor tired. Huh? Then what's Paimon supposed to do all day while we rest? This place is full of remarkable people from every age. Speaking with them could be fun. Alright, fine. But Paimon gets to sleep whenever she wants. Tired or not, Paimon's still sleeping on Traveler's head. Zitland, after you've rested a bit, could we talk? It's about what I mentioned earlier. The thing I needed time to think about. Speak with me a while, would you? Okay. Traveler, Paimon, once you're feeling rested, come see me. Talk to everyone. Who else is here? I mean, there's you. I don't think I can trade anymore with you, can I? I have one more. Probably missing something somewhere. Let's work here. think I got this area already too. Okay, let's check over here. Yep, okay, I got everything. So let's just work back here. And it says to talk to everybody, so I'm just gonna talk to you. Are you feeling rested? Have you talked to everyone you wanted to? Yes. Very well. Zitlin, come down for a moment and hear me out. I have no wish to be disrespectful or to speak out of blind hope. Your sister may still be alive. I saw her gravestone. Her picture was right there. But it isn't it possible there's nothing buried within? Paimon wants that to be true, really. But isn't that kind of optimistic? In the last letter she wrote me, my sister said she'd already decided to... That farewell wasn't written as a final goodbye, was it? She said she was going somewhere far away. She mentioned it to me before. She always wanted to travel the world before she got old. Hilda wasn't speaking figuratively. She really did leave the sanatorium and set off. She talked about that? She was always so bright. She got along with people easily. Then she probably never told you that we were all that the other had. Let me be honest. Let me be cold for a moment. If her leaving would have caused 3 or 4 people to grieve, that weight must have outweighed her sadness. But now it's only me. She knew I'd understand, that I would forgive her for it. It's not like that. You shouldn't think of it that way. You don't have to feel sorry for me. When we were kids, our parents were still around, and life was good. Those memories were enough to carry us forward. But growing up, the world gets hard. I've always been more introverted, and dealing with people at work really wears me out. I thought my sister, being so outgoing, would have it easier. But even she always looked exhausted when she grew up. Huh. You two have a future. Oh, then she probably never mentioned her fiancé. He was just a good person, an ordinary one. Kind, interesting. Sometimes I wish he hadn't been. If he'd been a bad man, things might have been easier. His family had a hereditary illness. Some strange disease. They never lived long. He joked about it sometimes. Blamed the Anemo Archon for planning Mondstadt too well. So even a family like his never faded out. One day, he said he was going to save the world, and then he left. Save the world. Well, the world's still turning, so maybe somewhere out there, in a place no one noticed, he really did. You know how you always say that if someone who lives forever can't love anyone and be loved back, the world would drown in sorrow? I think you're right. Which means a short life isn't even allowed that much. He wanted to give his life to love, and it only hurt my sister more. So much that she was sent to the sanatorium in the mountains. This very place beneath our feet. A place steeped in curses. She never told me any of this. I'm sorry. And knowing all that, you still think she's alive? I do, because she did something here. And because of my fear, she was forced to live on. You have my respect, Astora. You really do. But I think you've seen too much suffering across history. Pain vast enough to drown the world. For everyone as ordinary as me, or for someone as ordinary as me, even a small part of that is enough to blur an entire life. You can't truly understand my sister and I. So, how do I set foot on mortal earth once more? I'm just a short-lived little someone. Entirety isn't meant Eternity isn't meant for me. Mr. Istora? This place used to be completely cut off from the world above. There was no way in and no way out. But after Nihilata fell, Dex seems to have gained the ability to carry people of the living world between the pillar hall and the surface. Even so, it cannot return those who were chosen to come here. It is a watcher in juvenile form, and that limitation is part of its nature. Huh? You're saying the Dex is the same kind of being as Nihilita? If we want to go back down, there's only one way. We have to give up every memory we have, everything we know, and climb to the very top. In the past, that meant meeting the mistress. Now, it would be Melanta. So, I can't go with you, but at least let me see you off. Oh, that completed the Paradise quest line. And you know what? This is a good place to stop at. I'll just commit stuff. All right. So next time, I'll be picking up with the quest line Hell. That's an interesting name. So that's going to be it for now, and I'll see you guys later.